line. Hang on. What's going on here? Fuck's sake. Not making me happy, kids. Yes. Deary. It's. Oh, hey. I've somehow. Now. Having a time, mate, I tell you. Now. Am I still getting my audio? Yes, I am. I'll turn that off. I was going to be doing airbrushing today. I was. And what I assume you can hear me, by the way. If you can't, let me know. Anyway, and I got my airbrushing booth fully set up, and I was setting everything else up, and my compressor isn't working. Yeah, that's suboptimal. Now, on the plus side of things, what we're gonna do is first I'm going to show you the full setup of the airbrushing booth because I'm actually pretty chipper with that. I think it's come up really well because I've tailored it. Oh, that's good. Because it's actually pretty cool. I've tailored it to how I want it, and I'm kind of happy just to show that off. I'm gonna have to obviously look for other compressors. So very quickly, I would like to maybe, and for people who are interested in by purchasing a compressor themselves, we can go and have a look at some compressors and see how much we're looking at and how quickly I can get one. And on the actual modeling front, I did have a backup plan on hand in case things didn't pan out. I've come to the conclusion there's never a bad outcome. And what the backup plan is I've actually not finished the C47. It's just like touch ups and minor shit. I wouldn't mind doing some of that. It's true. Now, first, here's the lights on. This is the fully armed and operational airbrushing booth. So you got the lights. There's the. Now I put a piece of wood underneath here because otherwise it's quite pliable. You can even see how that bends a bit. And I found a nice square cutting mat that pretty much fills the inner area. But I actually airbrush a piece of paper on top of that. Now, if you come up, what I did was you see that grey tube there? That's the extent of the tube that comes with the booth. But what I did was extended it out to there. Because as you can see, that gives me a much bigger range, and that's what I really wanted, because that way I can keep the booth there permanently. That comes off nice and easily, it can get away, and boom, shakalaka like a wok bamboo. In actuality, when in operation, that last exhaust port there actually goes out the window. So yeah, but there you have it. So that's our booth. Now, give me a brief moment. And it's a little on the noisier side, but hey, what you gonna do there too? Now, we're looking for compressors. Then Oh, actually, what I should do. Yeah, let's do that on a completely separate tab. I don't know if anybody is actually that interested. Because what I'll do next is I'll move that to there, shrink that one down to there, so they can still see the chat board. Aha! They say I'm just a pretty face. No, they don't. Actually, I lie. No one ever says I'm a pretty face. Bastards. Anyway, how are you? Good? Anybody else out there at this juncture? Compressors. Okay, I've done compressors. I say it's a compressor. Uh, uh, actually, I might as well go Adelaide. Hey, here we go. That's a bit more chunky for a pump, although. Now, whilst to now, moving around. Here's some of our options on that front. Um, so you can see what I'm looking at. It's a bit stroby, I'm afraid. Sorry, guys. 100. That's Bunnings. I don't want to go to Bunnings. I'm not happy with Bunnings lately. Well, that's yucky. Ooh, don't like that at all. Is there somewhere I can address that maybe? Oh dear, no, we're not doing that. That's awful. Yeah, I don't know why it was doing that. Sorry, guys, that was terrible. Okay, I'll just do that separately. I was going to do it as a bit of a looking around thing online and sharing it with people as viewing thing, but if it's going to be straight like that, nah, that's yucky. All right, which brings us back to this now. Boy, now, man, like, the remaining bits are over here. There are, there's not many. And actually, I should tidy up some paintwork on that. Really. Okay, these are the bits. Boom. There's not a lot to be done. Although there's obviously propellers still. We've got to repair one of them, but we'll do that when it's in situ. There was, I believe, somewhere around here, something beginning with E. Exhaust. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, I'm such a idiot sometimes. Now, well, here's our propellers. And I'm still kind of my compressor carking it. I mean, just when I'm getting all set and very excited about the idea of airbrushing. Insert clacker. So anybody who's on watching, waiting for wanting to watch airbrushing, some bad news. Still, news could be a damn sight worse. Need those two. All right. All right. Ah, here they are. Boom. Now, a tankless compressor, is that a particular type or a brand? No. And then comes the deft catch. That just fell off. Caught it with my with a deft move, my thumb. All right, let's just actually first thing first. Right, let's get some sleeves up and do a bit of decal soften. Particularly as I know the other side requires it rather badly. Now, uh, oops, daisy. There we go. Ah, no air tank. Okay. At the moment, will accurately be said to have a thankless compressor. Give me an open litty thanks for carcass on me, I tell you. Dearie me. It's just not the sort of behaviour one needs, you know what I mean? I mean, really. Where's the love, eh? Where I should zoom you out a bit. Where is the love? That's what I ask. And there we go. Ding. Now, this decal here, I tell you, unhappy camper, me that is. Okay. Well, you know, with a lot of stuff I'm doing these days, I'm increasingly thinking if I'm gonna do it now, I don't need to go for a full bore, you know, industrial grade as far or industrial capacity, but I do need to get something, um, serious, serious and realistic. Um, the bigger question will be, will I need to go and get it? Um, or will I get it mailed? Uh, Other things I can also consider along the way is depending on how long it will take for it to get mailed. Actually, hang on a moment. The question then comes, do I have enough things to work on until I can airbrush? Answer, probably. Oh, thank you very much, mate. My bigger issue with my C47 here is this decal, as I said before, it's a curse. Now, if I hit it with a bit of varnish, which I can actually, if I do set up the airbrushing booth just a little bit more, which is to say, if I were to actually hook that exhaust port out the window, we can varnish it here. And that's something that may facilitate that contracting a bit more. Um, so in that regard, that's something I might consider. However, of course, it'll take half an hour, so it's something I'd need to do, um, probably later on. What I'd also consider utilising, here's a cool little feature of this airbrushing booth I'll show you. Something I rather like. Certainly very much approve of. Let's see if it's big enough to do this for us. Give me a moment. Still got to put some. Does this? That's good. So the reason I'm getting a wee bit excited about that is because what that means effectively is that when it comes to varnishing, I probably want to move that in there a bit more than I did and go from that sort of an angle, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, very obviously I can do, yes, up the side first, all the rest. That matters less. But I can do the whole without touching it. I think that's a bit cool. Anyway, let's finish the decal softening. So yeah, and all things. If I'm going to do painting, I won't do the varnishing at this juncture. So we'll not. Unfortunately, we won't get to see that. Well, you guys won't get to see that in operation on this stream. Never mind. There are worse fates in this world, I'm sure. At least I play well, I hope so. Cool. If that's the end of your world, by golly, I tell you. Now, oops, daisy. And then we will delete, and along here, delete, there. First, let's do this, shall we, Rob? Dear, oh dear, oh dear. There, delete. While I'm here, there's only that there. Let us. Oh, hey, Penny, how you doing? I was hoping to be doing airbrushing today, but my compressor's carved it. So I've been very lazy, not really actually finished the C47. I'm now finishing the C47. Hey, you've got the one that's the 48 B-17F, haven't you? Oh, glad to hear you. Yeah, that was the issue. I was even going to do a little session of exploring options on compressors on the stream, but I use a TV for my monitor, and it was strobing something horrible on the camera, and therefore onto the stream. And no, we're not doing that. No. Now, whilst I am here, things I can, I do actually have, because I actually had everything set and ready to rock and or roll for B-17 work. So conveniently on hand, I can show you a few bells and bits and pieces. Oh, hey, how you doing? Now, here we go. Let me. I have to maneuver a few bits. Give me a moment. I even had my paint cotton cleaning mechanisms ready. I did. I ask you, what a pain in the ass. Now, here we go. We'll start with this. Sorry, you get a good view of my arm now. But here we go. Now, this is the cockpit you'll get. Mine, this one is the 72, but ultimately, I can confirm that. Hang on. Here we go. Now, you can see you can do some really good detail on that dash. And you have to assemble the seat, but that's cool. So there's oh, thank you. That's what you get as far as now, in the Bombay area, I actually made a bit of an error, but that's okay. Um, if I was entering it in competition, I'd be a wee bit more upset, but just give me a moment while I block out your vision completely, and yeah, so you get your well, the error I made is that that should be there. Now, I'm not quite sure how that happened, but at the end of the day, there's our bombs. You get a good option on detailing here, and there's still some comms to go on there. So this is the sort of detail you'll be getting certainly from the Revell one. I have maybe actually there's another bit I can show you. Give me a moment. I'm going to move the camera out of the way so you don't keep seeing my bloody armpit. Now, actually, I'll get that and that bulkhead. It's conveniently cool. Now, let's knock that off. Now, yep, we've got. Hang on a moment. Why is that so fuzzy? I ask you. So yeah, you get the. Can't understand why my thing is so fuzzy. Hang on, is that just proximity? Yeah, okay. It's just that. Okay. That's obviously a door or a bulkhead with comms units. So you get good opportunities on doing detailing is ultimately where I'm going with this for you. Um, lots of fun at parties, I tell you. And the other bit I was going to show you, and this is this bulkhead. Actually, can probably show you that. I'm pretty sure this is the one. Is this the one that goes? No, it goes. Either way, this is a bulkhead. Another bulkhead. You can see you can do even just tiny touches there. So there's lots to it, and the detailing gets pretty intense, which is cool. I'm a fan. So yeah. Uh, anything else I'd make mention of? Nah. All righty. Now we'll zoom out just a little. Now, things I'm gonna do next. Right. I want to do just some little tidy ups. I want to consolidate the khaki here. So, and I actually going to make a line. I'm actually going to define that a bit more. Then I'll get that nice and tidy. Uh, once that's done, I might go along the seams there just a little more. Once that's done, uh, I'm thinking, and I do sometimes, it's true, um, that we can probably start putting a few bits and bobs on we can. Yeah. Now, tape. I do have some tape handy. Off air. Now, I should also give you guys a quick warning that I am expecting a number of deliveries today. So I'm unsure as to. Excuse me while I get this right. There we go. Yeah, that'll do us nicely there. And we'll push them into there. You go. You know you want it. Don't lie to me. And what was I waffling about? Something. It'll come back. Scissors handy this juncture. Scissors. Now we'll trim that. I may as well just get that around to there just to make that a bit more pretty. I'll probably go to the get the compressor delivered. If so long as it's not going to cost that much to do so, because excuse me a moment. It's entirely possible I'll get a better compressor that way. And because if I go to the hobby shop and get one, they often don't have the really chunky for a punky ones that I'd be after. I believe that's technical terminology for them. Chunky for a punky. Actually, cheesy grin for the big man. If you can name the 1980s commercial, I reckon that was that phrase comes from. And if you can achieve that, you are indeed deserving of a cheesy grin from the big man. Yes. Do you care about cheesy grin from the big man? I doubt it. But hey, now I want one thing I'll show you very quickly, and I'm not going to glue it into position yet. I think it's kind of cool. This is the actual door that goes in here, and I was wondering how it would fit, and even without glue, boom! Ha ha! It'll just sit there. Tell me that's not good. So yeah, I'm pretty chipper about that. And you can still sort of like see inside. Not well, I'll grant you. And yes, I could probably, what I should probably try and see is just how far can I, because of course it would open far wide, but it's not really meant to do that at all. So if I can get it to 90 degrees, I'd be happy. I run the risk of knocking this door, the door inside the main door out, and we've already done so to some extent, but that's okay, I can reglue that. Let's have a bit of an experiment with this, shall we? Yeah, maybe that, oh no, we can do it at 90 degrees. There we go. I do need to reglue. That's fine. Do that later. Anyway, zoom out. Now, now we'll go. This can be really hard to judge at times. There we go. I find. Now, although the clear tape is a bit of a win, I got that from watching a guy. He's either, I couldn't pick the accent. I'm not very good at European accents. He sounds either Ukrainian or Polish. His name's Plasmo. Do feel free to check him out on, well, far be it for me to tell you what you can and cannot check out, but check him out he's on YouTube. And he's got some very cool stuff, mostly with World War One aircraft. But yeah, he uses magic tape, and one of the advantages to it has pros and cons. Pro, you can see through, and see where you are lying to, whereas if it's a solid piece of tape, of course, it will obscure, so it can be harder to tell. Downside, you'd be surprised how easily these bits of tape will actually, if you don't peel them off carefully, they can be hard to spot at times. It can be a pain in the ass. But beyond that fact, they are pretty useful as a tape for Masking is my considered opinion. Now, I don't need to be too precise because, in truth, because I'm going to be doing it by hand anyway. But I do want to define that line. You know the man of whom I speak. Yes, he does good stuff. I haven't checked out his dioramas, but he does do good stuff. That's undeniable. Yeah, he falls into the category of people who are obviously I've just referred you guys. And yeah, he did what I checked. But one of the things I saw him do that I thought was very cool was on a biplane. Now he was doing it on a bigger scale, but he actually showed how to create the effect of the ribbing rather than just painting it the one color, making it lighter, where the stress of the ribs of wood were. And it was very effective, and I am an unabashed fan of this little maneuver, I've got to say. Hang on a moment, it's getting a little tricksy. It's just the angle. Here we go. There we are. There we are. Jolly. Now, all right. Now that's all. What was that? Sometime early soon. Apparently, my parcel may be here. So, yeah, I won't end the stream just for that. But what I may need to get up out of my chair is the bottom line, which means I will be briefly interrupting the stream. But it's as bad as it'll get, I think. Now, once I've got this paint on, actually, you know what? Oh, sorry, I said that bit sharply. Now, in there, very, very front, I've actually lost the part in question in transit between here and my former abode. Now, I do have a solution. Yes, I do. And he's supposed to put it in the front, which is a bit weird anyway. We'll leave that discussion there. It won't take me long to find that part. I wouldn't mind maybe doing that because at the end of the day, um, once or if I get that set, I wouldn't necessarily put it in. Got varnishing to do first. And yeah, sometimes I'm actually going to have to ask up to some extent for the varnishing. So there we go. But ah, um, the excuse me a moment. There we go. What is this doing here? I ask you. Point being that what was the point being? I'm losing my train of thought a lot today. I ask. It's because I'm starting on things and then I'm like, grab that. Okay, here we go. Here's that. I'm running out of paint. That's inconvenient at best. Now, brush. Here we go. Boom. It's a good brush for the occasion. Let's get this done, shall we? Here we go. Now, I don't need to get too carried away with this today. terms of there's already a reasonably solid covering. So yeah. Now, with this, if it doesn't come up 100% in given areas, in this colour, in this area, well, in any area of this kit, actually, now, what I'll do is resort to my good friend, weather. Weathering's great. You want to hide something? Weathering. Um, not only does it enhance the look, it hides areas. And you can't tell me that's a bad thing. Now, there we go. Now, again, if these clicked on, expecting airbrush, and now seeing me use hand brush, my compressor died. So my apologies. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, as soon as I'm off stream, I'll be examining options on a compressor, as I mentioned earlier. The question will be, again, how quickly I can get it here. Ultimately, sooner is better, and that's where, actually, I'll see what frontline hobbies have got. I know there are hobbies. I know I said hobby shops frequently don't have good gear as far as big and chunky for a punky, but I might be pleasantly surprised if I just go for a straight search. They may be able to give me exactly what I need. They may come up with the search is the bottom line. Now, given that I'm not, I can get a little more thorough, give this a little more authority. Here we go. There we go. Got a bit of paint reactivation on there. That's all right. It's a pain in the ass. All right, but overall, I think it's going to come up okay. And then we'll come across here. There we go. Across. Down here. What I'm thinking. Oop, hang on a moment. Hang on. I would suggest that's my pass. Deary me. Now, dear lady, I should probably take my headset off. Never mind. Hey, matey, how you doing? All right, thanks, mate. What's this one? Where's it from? I'll open it. Open it later. Now is not the time, Kato. Now is not the time. Now, okay, let's finish this painting off. And then I also realised no bloody paper towel next to me. I was too busy fiddling with the compressor to see if I could get the thing operating. Never mind. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I can also go and grab some of that in a minute. Or I'll need to anyway. So into here. There we go. Into there. And I think a bit more. There we go. All right. Now, not yet. It's about to go and get some paper towel and clean the brush. But while I'm here, might as well as just give these a little touch. Won't hurt. Just to try and tidy them up a little more. All those things. There we go. Now, now, a bit more into here. Now, and around. Yeah, now a bit more happy with the overall paint job. Oh, hey, how are you doing? Oh, hey, GP. Yeah, as I can explain to everybody, no, this is not the B-17, very obviously. My compressor died. Unhappy camper. It's something to do with the valve. I am thinking in two ways. Obviously, I can try and get it fixed, but it's a couple of years old anyway. It wasn't a hugely. It was part of a better combo package, but and it's a very good compressor, or was. But should I just get a new one? The answer is frequently, and indeed I'm thinking, yeah, you may as well, sunshine. Yeah. How you been anyway? Oh, John Allen. Ah, Why did I think Alec, dear? Oh dear. I always thought it was Alec, and then I'm just only now have I seen. I'm actually quite erroneous. My apologies. Hmm. Now, once I've got all the khaki on, once I've got the khaki on, khaki, I'm going to stop right there. Um, I think we shall, actually not we shall do, I think wouldn't be such, or something that I think wouldn't be such a silly idea as another round of deckle soften. Then we'll do some putting of things on. In fact, ooh, we'll put the stuff on top and the sides, and I'll reglue that door. And then, and then I shall. I'll do something. Do any of you guys want to come online, by the way? I'll be on for at least another 20 minutes or maybe a half an hour. Let me know and I'll put the link up. There we go. Now, almost done on that. Let me just click. Off air. Actually, that's the wrong, even though it's an American insignia, that's the wrong voice, isn't it? I'm not quite sure what the American equivalent of off air would be, but we'll roll with that anyway. Now I'm just going to put the brush there for a moment. Get a mouthful of coffee, because frankly that's essential. Seriously now. And then we shall put some stuff on our C47. I'm going to fix that up. Should I fix it while it's in position, or should I fix it now? Let's have a look at it in due course. Give me a moment. Oh, that's the stuff. Now, paper towel. Back in the kick. I will, of course, be able to keep talking, and I will. No. Oh, dearie me. Now. One, two, three. I've gone from one language to another. Should do it properly. Eins, zwei, drei. Or I'd go uno, duo, tres. Or heaven forbid, 1, 2, 3. Getting a little stick on you there, guys. Never mind. Now, I think another round of deckle soften certainly wouldn't be a bad little idea. That's my considered opinion. I'm Ken Brockman. That's my 2 cents. Now, so we'll do that. Still really, pardon me, disappointed about not being able to airbrush today. Particularly as I've, that's something I'm going to show again possibly before I depart. I had the airbrush fully set up, and when it's fully set, now that I've got it fully set how I want it, it's great. It'll be all that in a bag of grits. And what happens? The bloody compressor cargs. Where's the love? Where is the love? These are the questions I have, people. Oh my, the pain. Oh, the pain. Oh, the pain of it all. There's the one that was funny. I don't know how many of you would recall the TV show Lost in Space, but I saw an interview with the woman who played Mrs. Robbins, and she was praising the guy who played Dr. Smith as being a really nice guy, a lovely man, you know. And the interviewers asked him, now the question we've all got to ask here is, was he that guy in real life? She said, "Oh hell yeah." Yeah, well, it's Hollywood, man. What do you want? There's going to be a lot of camp people there. Funny stuff. At least I thought so. Um, uh, I just thought of something. I noticed that Bunnings have some compressors. Now, I'm grumpy with Bunnings, but there's a Mitre 10 just down the road, and I'm quite happy with Mitre 10. Now, I do, however, need to be in at certain times. I have people arriving to deliver me a washing machine. I have my car getting serviced. All sorts of things happening. So, yeah, yeah, it was. Well, it's certainly a memory from my childhood, and let's face it, who missed an episode really now? And yeah, it is certainly one of those. Didn't they make a movie of it? And they made it every bit as camp as the TV series. You got to say, well, yeah, you pretty much should. That's what its big appeal. It's like the Bat. I remember Batman, but when it was Adam West, why don't they do the Bat 2C? And I didn't need older plastic to enhance my physique. Pure West. But yeah, the some of those sorts of shows back in the day were absolutely gold. Particularly when you watch them now, you go, "Are you for real?" We'll do that. Delay. Those. There we go. Jesus. Oh, well, that's okay. Well, sort of. I dropped it, but in what I can only view as a deft catch, all I've done is actually knock the wheel out. Now, once I find the wheel, I can. Give me a moment. Yes, there's the other issue. All right, gonna need to fix that. I've got tape in the way. That's a bit annoying, but that's an easy fix. I've got to give it to myself. Okay, it's going to sort of prevent. That's been knocked around. That's okay. If that's the worst of my outcomes from that, I've done pretty well. Although now it is going to interrupt with my plan of putting stuff on the upper area. That's a bit inconvenient. It's a lot inconvenient. This is my backup plan. Look, in the final analysis, what to do, what to do. I'm gonna wind up the stream. It's getting a little bit Zachary Smith, that was it. I'm gonna wind up the stream because now I'm in a position where I want to put that wheel back on. There's stuff I need to do, but yeah, it's all gonna be a bit bumpy today overall. Never mind. Now, before I go, however, one thing I will show those who haven't seen it yet, I'll zoom out a bit. Is that as far as I can do? It is as far as I can go. Okay, there's the dodgy airbrush, or compressor rather. There's the booth now with the light on. Brace yourself for a flash. Okay, you got that lighting setting things going there, and I've got managed to extend that grey to the original, but I've extended it all the way out to there, and I got that mat doesn't come with it. I got that to enhance so I could use it as a cutting area as well. And you'll see there's a bit of wood here, because without that, in fact, you can even see there it's quite, yeah. So I've dressed it with that. And on that note, it's going to get dark again very shortly. There we go. Now, all right. There we have it, kids. Well, thanks for watching. Very disappointed that I couldn't do airbrushing. There are worse fates, as I have said repeatedly. Yes, yes, I have, and I've said again. Anyway, tell you what, I'm glad I caught that C-47. I'm sorry, I got Barry Miles at hands of God, I tell you. I had good hands on red rugby. It's true. Okay. Again, thanks for watching. I do appreciate it. If there's any first-time viewers out there, oh, thank you, mate. Glad you enjoyed it. If there's any first-time viewers out there, I'm pretty sure you can work out what I'm about to ask you to do. Follow, like, subscribe. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube. Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord, and Rob the Builder at Food Monster on Twitter. Ah, glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, again, hope you know those platforms. What are those words, people? Follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow I'll be back. Now, as to what I'll be doing tomorrow is a bit of a mystery. Not a big mystery. I'll either be finishing the C-47, because let's face it, if I hadn't, I might even have finished it today, and even without that, you know. And I'll be back tomorrow, but if I'm not doing the C-47, I'll be working on the B-17. Now, whether I'm airbrushing, if I'm not airbrushing, I'll be assembling. It's a pretty straightforward one, kids. All righty. Again, thank you for watching. I do genuinely appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Same kit time, same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you guys. See you.